You run into a former colleague on the street. The conversation is friendly, and as you're wrapping up, they suggest getting together for coffee sometime. You agree that it would be great and move on with your day. But then, a week goes by with no follow-up. Then 2 weeks. That silence often leads to a specific kind of second-guessing. You might wonder if they actually meant the invitation, or if you were supposed to be the one to reach out first. This ambiguity leaves you waiting for someone else to take the lead, often wondering if you missed a genuine opportunity to connect with someone and start a friendship. These social dead ends usually stem from a misunderstanding of unwritten rules, rather than a lack of English vocabulary. In many English-speaking cultures, people practice polite enthusiasm. They use future-facing language, like "we should grab lunch," as a warm way to end a conversation on a positive note, even if they aren't ready to make a concrete commitment. To navigate these interactions, you need a way to distinguish between a pleasant exit and a genuine invitation to meet. In North American social circles, interest is measured by the presence of specific details. An invitation often begins with soft language. Instead of a direct demand, someone might say, "I was thinking we could check out that festival downtown." This gives you space to respond honestly, without feeling pressured. Genuine interest immediately moves toward logistics. You suggest a day, they respond with a specific time or alternative. Conversely, a polite exit remains vague. If they don't offer a time frame, it's just a friendly goodbye, not a plan. Recognizing this pattern helps you accept the interaction for what it is, a warm, polite moment that doesn't require a follow-up. This brings us to a phrase that causes significant confusion: "Let me check my calendar." While it can feel like a brush-off, it is frequently a legitimate act of time management. People often need to consider their energy, workload, and existing commitments before adding something new to their schedule. You can test the intent by watching what happens next. If they follow up with a clear yes or no, the delay was genuine. If you hear nothing further, you can treat it as a soft decline. The most effective way to respond in the moment is to keep it brief. Simply saying, "No problem, just let me know," puts the responsibility for the next step on them. Handling the exchange this way removes the pressure from you. You've expressed interest, and the rest is up to the other person. When both parties offer specific times and locations, the suggestion becomes a plan. You might say, "How about Friday at noon at that cafe on the corner?" If you need to decline a proposed time, a soft decline is standard. You don't need a long apology. A brief reason is sufficient and polite. Once the details are settled, finalize the commitment by confirming they are on your schedule. Saying, "I'll put that on my calendar," signals that the plan is official. A helpful final step is sending a short reconfirmation message just a few hours before the actual meeting. Asking, "Are we still good for 4?" helps coordinate any last-minute changes, like running a few minutes late. Following these mechanical steps is what moves a conversation from a vague intention to a confirmed meeting. Navigating social invitations becomes much simpler when you have a predictable blueprint to follow. The next time someone suggests getting together sometime, you can find out where you stand by immediately proposing a specific day. This test results in one of two clear outcomes. You either secure a specific time on the calendar, or you receive a polite, friendly goodbye. Understanding these signals means you no longer have to wait for an invitation. You can identify the people who actually want to spend time with you and focus on building those friendships.